Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Mackenzie. I make videos on natural living, ethical fashion, and how to take better care of ourselves and our planet. In today's video, I'm spilling the tea about why I moved to Portland. Some of it is like, oh, okay, yeah, that's a great reason, and then other is a little more juicy, so the tea will be spilled. But before I get started, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And go ahead and comment down below what your dream city is. If you could live anywhere, where would you want to move? So to start, the first reason I wanted to move to Portland is the culture. This is going to be a lot of generalizing, but just bear with me. In general, here the culture is slower, more intentional, more minimal, more eco-friendly, more accepting of every type of person. There's a really big sense of like camaraderie and respect for small businesses, which I love. As somebody who wants to start a small business someday, that is something that I would look for in a community that I wanted to start a business in, because I would love for my customers, my community, to have that support for my business as well. People here will intentionally go out of their way to go somewhere that they have like loyalty or respect for, even if it's inconvenient, just to support that person's business. So that's something that I really value, and I love to be in a community and just a city, a large city that kind of has the same values as me in that way. The second reason I chose to move to Portland is the cost of living. I used to live in Everett, Washington, which if you're not from there, you probably don't know where it is because there's nothing there. Everett is like 30 minutes north of Seattle. It's not Seattle. It's not even like a suburb of Seattle. It's its own city, and it is so expensive. The cost of living in Everett is about twice the cost of living here in Portland. And Portland is like a main city. It's huge. It has downtown, it has suburbs, it has tons of neighborhoods, and Everett was twice the cost of what it is to live here. So I would much rather be spending half of the amount of money, first of all. Second of all, half of the amount of money to live in a beautiful city is just really cool. So I was spending twice the amount of money at this dumpy, terrible apartment in Everett, and now I'm in a brand new construction studio that's beautiful, has everything that I could want in it, and is half the price. With the cost of living being significantly cheaper here, that will eventually allow me to make some really big financial moves that I've wanted to make that I probably couldn't in Everett, like buying a house by myself or starting my own business. Reason number 3, are we on 3? I think so. We'll go with it. Reason number 3 is that it kind of goes hand in hand with number 2, but I eventually want to start my own business. I kind of see myself as somebody who will have several different entrepreneurial endeavors throughout my life. I don't feel like people need to choose one thing and stick to it for the rest of their life, but something that I am really passionate about and really excited about is to someday own my own storefront. Saying it out loud to a bunch of strangers on the internet is really scary, but I feel like the more I say it, the more I'll want to make it a reality. So I would love to have a store with secondhand finds, clothing, art from local artists like pottery or paintings, and also have like a low waste section, a bulk section where people can come and fill up their olive oil or baking soda or things like that. And again, that is something that I don't think I would be able to afford where I was living in Everett. And because it is significantly cheaper here, I feel like I would be able to find somewhere to rent and have my own shop there while also renting an apartment. Reason number 4 is I have people here who mean the freaking world to me. It was really... Am I gonna cry? No, I'm not crying today. It was really hard to live so far away from people that I love and value so much. And if you've ever lived apart from your best friends, you know the pain. And it might sound silly to some people, but there was just like this deep longing in my heart to want to be close to them, and now I am. And I live 4 blocks away, which is crazy, and I love it. So being around people that you love and having a community that you love of people who love and support you is so important. I was just really distracted in the last sentence because my cat almost kicked over the camera. Reason number 5 that I decided to move away from my hometown and move to Portland is just for a fresh start. Unfortunately, I got burned by a lot of people in a really short amount of time in Everett and was just looking for somewhere to start fresh. Portland had kind of been like a respite for me when I had a hard time. I would come for a weekend or for like a little vacation or getaway. And so when I was here, I just always felt, it probably like sounds really dramatic, but I just felt like home. It felt like home, and I felt whole here, and I felt like it was somewhere that I could be myself without kind of all of this extra baggage. Not that I felt like running away from my problems was going to fix my life, but sometimes we need those like physical barriers and need to like relocate physically in order for some really important healing to happen. And so for me, I felt like that was a really strong reason to leave Everett and move to Portland. I love that Portland is still close to home. It's just over 3 hours away, so it's not out of the question to spend a weekend with my parents or go visit my family up there. So I like that it's close enough, but also removed enough where I feel like I'm in a completely different world here. So those are the 5 main reasons that I chose to pick up my life in Everett, Washington, where I've lived my entire life. I've never lived outside of Snohomish County. So I decided to pick up my life there and move to a new city and a new state by myself and start a new life here. So I hope this encourages you and empowers you if you have felt like somewhere else is supposed to be your home, even just for a season of your life. It doesn't have to be a forever thing. But if you have felt like you really wanted to move somewhere by yourself or with some friends or just get out of your hometown, I hope that you feel like you can do that, because it's really, really scary. But I think that the greatest joys in life are right on the other side of bravery. If you never took the leap to make this really hard choice, you may never experience the joy that also comes with that. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope it inspires you to explore the world and try something new, even if it's not moving, but just trying something new and being brave, even when things are scary or unknown. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And also comment down below if you want me to make more videos about moving to a new city by myself, what I'm learning. I love sharing things like this with people because I want them to feel like they can do the same thing. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.